everybody, welcome to this video. Today we're doing Horrorthon, and I'm sorry that I don't have any music playing today, but F it, and that I don't have anything. Today we're going to review Halloween 2 and 3, because I actually was held back. I don't even know if I did one on Saturday. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we're doing Halloween 2 and 3. So Halloween 2 is a complete continuation. Excuse me. Complete continuation from Halloween 1. Pretty much what happens is that it starts off from where Halloween 2 left off. Halloween 1, excuse me. Laurie going to the hospital and all the other stuff, and that oh my god, I'm sorry. Michael Myers is on the loose. Obviously, this time, he goes running around in Haddonfield, and he kills. His first murder, the first murders of this movie, or kills, whatever, are two old, innocent people. Now, I think it was a little brutal. They didn't have to do that. It was kind of messed up, but whatever. On to what happened. So, he just runs around, blah, blah, blah. Then, the cops are chasing after him and all this other stuff. Yeah, really. I don't know if I... No, that's not... But, whatever. So, he finds his way to the hospital that Laurie's at. And tries to kill her. And then, pretty much, he kills all the nurses and stuff. Now, here's one thing that's a downside from Halloween 2, from Halloween 1. He had open, town to go through. And sorry about my voice, it's a little late, and I'm kind of sick. Well, it's kind of funny, though. He has an open world, open town, open area, pretty much, inside part 1. Part 2, he technically doesn't. He goes into hospitals killing doctors and nurses and all this other stuff. Laurie falls in love, or, they have a love story thing with this dude that was a paramedic. Obviously, I have a feeling that the dude was the one that made the baby for either of the kids. Either Jamie or John, or whatever the hell the other kid's name was from H20. But yeah. So he goes and kills everybody, and then in the end, he has a scalpel. That's pretty much his main weapon in this movie. So, what happens is that he actually gets after him. In this movie, though, the nurse from the first movie comes and returns and tells Dr. Loomis that Laurie is his brother, is Michael Myers' brother. There, it makes more sense. And it's kind of strange. So they go and do this all this crap, blah 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 blah. Sorry about that, but then Michael Myers goes and kills. Well, doesn't kill anybody actually, but oh god, my face. Sorry. So he finds, and they're cornered in one room. Dr. Loomis, or Jamie, one of them, I don't fully remember, shoots out Michael Myers' eyes, and he's bleeding out of them. They actually do have masks that are models of that. Just saying. Then Dr. Loomis, Laurie escaping. Dr. Loomis, well, then Michael starts swinging the scalpel like a retard. Then Dr. Loomis has a lighter and goes by the gas tank or something like that in the room and lights it. And I believe him and Michael Myers should have died. And yeah, they died. Whatever. They died. They died. They died. Then Michael comes out, walking, burning, then falls to the ground and burns to a crisp. Laurie escapes. And yeah. So that was pretty much Halloween 2. Halloween 3 is one of my favorites. I mean, I shouldn't really be reviewing this movie, but it is part of the Halloween series. Even though it should have been part of a different series, or a series on its own that John Carpenter did. So, in this movie, John Carpenter tried to make it into an anthology series after this. So, a different plot from then on. So, no Michael Myers, but an anthology plot about Halloween, like a scary plot thing from from part 3 and on. Obviously, it didn't work out because the movie flopped because it had nothing to do with Michael Myers, and people criticized this movie for it. But this movie is an underrated movie. It's a great movie. It's number 5 on my list. Yo. So, let's get into this plot. So, there's this guy who's being chased in the beginning by these two men that we later on find out that they're like robotic things. And he's chasing after him, and yeah, they go into the hospital. The guy puts on, so he's like, their mask's evil, and he runs into a gas station and stuff. Now, I don't know any of the characters' real names, I'm just saying. So you're gonna have to search that yourselves if you want to. Obviously, I know this is unreliable with character, but I don't want to do that. It's really stupid. Obviously, I don't want to get any copyright also. Sorry. I need some water, so I'm just saying. Excuse me. Oh my god. So, Michael Myers is not in this movie. So, we get to that point. The guy runs away, and then they take him to a hospital. There, the guy breaks in and tells him to turn off the screen. A commercial. Let's say it's Halloween commercial, which is really annoying, to be honest. But has evil powers. So, what happens is that they take him to the hospital, and then the guy, one of the other guys, or the only other guy, I don't fully remember if it was 2 or 1, walks in with a mask that was a pumpkin mask, and it's pretty much evil mask. If you put them on and watch the commercial, you die. So, yeah. This movie has balls, and I'll get to that later. So then, he walks in. Okay, whatever. He walks in and goes and kills. He walks in, puts the mask on, and puts the commercial on, and he dies. Then they start chasing after him out the door. Then he gets in his car and blows it up. We don't see him. Then they go research it. The guy asks for it. Then he goes and sees the daughter of the man who owned the store that sold the masks and all that other stuff. So they're trying to think, and the plot is that, well, they think their ideas and hypothesis are that they didn't want to give him the mask, so he got and went to the factory to get them on his own. I don't know. It's really retarded. So they keep doing this. Then he goes with the daughter, and they drive over to the factory, posing as a couple on a honeymoon or something like that. Now there is a slight thing that we might think that Laurie Strode moved there, because you hear a Jamie Lee Curtis like voice on a loudspeaker during this. So I'm just saying. So they go pose as a thing. This lady gets killed because she takes off this circuit board thing in the back of one of the masks, like a retard. It's retarded. But that's what makes it cool and hilarious and really creepy. So they drive out there, they have sex. Some weird stuff. Old man on a young girl. And the guy has 2 kids, which is actually bad. And ex-wife. Now that's retarded. And the girl's like 22, he's like 50, 40-ish. Why? Whatever. So it's really weird. I don't even want to explain this movie because I just have fun with it. So they meet the guy who runs the factory, the owner, who's an evil dude that wants to bring Halloween back to its origins. Which is kind of cool. I actually like that idea. I like that idea, to be honest. So they capture the guy, and he is locked up inside this thing because they find out they tried to escape and stuff. So they lock him in a room, they take the girl. Then what's strange is that they actually play a commercial for Halloween 1. What? On the TV. Obviously he breaks out like a boss, and then he gets the girl, and I guess they were trying to make a copy of her, and they killed the old one, because you had to find out she's a robot. They also locked the salesman and his family into this room. They put the mask on the kid, and the kid dies. That's how much balls this movie has. They show a kid turning into rotten worms and mush, and it's weird. Then the parents, I think they die, because they die like the smell and stuff. So then they go save the world, or thing, by blowing up this main power source. Obviously it doesn't fully work because there was a little chip of that main power source, which was like this rock in every mask. So there was still power. So they put on the commercial. He runs away like the beginning. They get to the gas station. he tells them to stop it on the channels. They get 2 down and left 1. And he starts screaming, no. So obviously that meant that his kids died and all that other stuff because they were part of that. But who knows? So pretty much, that's it. And that ends it. So you would think that there's gonna be a sequel, automatic sequel to that because it's a cliffhanger, technically. Sorry. Actually, it could have gone on. In the series, actually could have been different stories based on that character. So, yeah, but they didn't go with that because in part 4, it's the return of Michael Myers. But we'll get to that tomorrow, Tuesday. Sorry for the pretty much late uploads and late reviews. It's actually been a little hard on me because I'm actually pretty busy right now. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this. See you guys later.